Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. That was the under-23 side there celebrating yesterday night's win over Algeria in Algiers at the ASANTE Stadium. As usual, if you're new to the channel, I advise you to subscribe to this channel and to click on the notification bell to get more updates. We are going to get more reactions from the under-23 players after that monumental win. Many of us did not give them a chance to make it to the under-23 African Cup of Nations tournament that will be taking place in November this year. They have now qualified for that tournament, and hopefully the top 3 from that tournament will make it to represent Africa at the 2020 Olympics. We hope the Black Meteors will be part of those top 3 players. Today I'm also going to talk to you about Kumasi ASANTE Kotoko, who will have to look for a new stadium should the renovation works begin at the YARA Sports Stadium later on. It was supposed to begin before their Africa campaign, but they were given some time, some leeway to prepare themselves before the whole renovation work starts once again, and Kumasi ASANTE Kotoko will have to make another stadium their home ground. Finally, I'll talk to you about Ashgold and their preparation for the CAF Confederations Cup. They are set to face RS BERKANE of Morocco, who are already in town on Saturday in the CAF Confederations Cup. They are also representing Ghana after winning the Normalization Committee Tier 2 Special Competition Final against Kumasi ASANTE Kotoko. So I'll just jump right into it. Last night, the Black Meteors made history for Ghana. They made it to the Under-23 African Cup of Nations and are within a few matches of making it to the Olympic Games in 2020. Yet the Black Meteors were not given a chance after a poor showing here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Many people were not happy with their showing, but Captain YARA, who was the same player who missed the penalty that could have possibly won it for Ghana here in Accra, was the one who was the hero last night. Football can spring up a lot of surprises, and it's still surprising that we're surprised by such circumstances. YARA with a solo effort there on target for the Ghana Black Meteors, and that was how the game was settled in the second half. In the 69th minute, YARA with that goal. Now that goal meant that Ghana had beaten Algeria 2-1 on aggregate and made it through to the under-23 championship Afcon, that is in Egypt this year, November. Skipper YARA's late goal has seen the Black Meteors through to the under-23 championship, which will be staged in Egypt this year. Now the national under-23 skipper scored the only goal of the game played in ASANTE with a great solo run just before the 70th minute mark to give Ghana a hard-fought 2-1 aggregate. After last weekend's 1-1 draw in the first leg, Coach Ibrahim Tanko and his charges were handed a daunting task to go all the way for a win in the return. The Young Foxes began the game strongly, but Kwame Ba managed to keep Ghana in the game with some splendid save. I have to say Kwame Ba was a real revelation for Ghana in post. He made some amazing saves. Now Ghana enjoyed lots of possession in the second half and were rewarded when YARA managed to squeeze the ball past the Algerian defense and planted the ball past the Algerian goalkeeper. An impressive performance by the Ghanaian defense ensured that the Black Meteors protected their goal advantage and progressed to the Under-23 championship. Now the Black Meteors will join host Egypt and the other qualified countries as the tournament, which will be staged from 5th to 22nd November. The winner of the tournament and 2 runners-up, that's the top 3 of the tournament, will automatically advance to the 2020 Olympics men's football competition. So that is there with the Black Meteors. After their exploits last night, they were heroic, they were majestic, they came out on top, they were able to get the win they needed, and they are through now to the Under-20 Championship, a chance to play in the 2020 Olympics. And I feel really excited for the lads here. They were not given a chance by most Ghanaians, and I have to say I'm included. I didn't think they could make it. I was hoping for the best, but commiserations to Algeria. They fought a hard fight, and unfortunately for them, they could not make it through to the next round. And Ghana are there. How excited I am. So that is it there with the Under-23 side. They will now take a few days rest, get back to training, and prepare for the draw of the Under-23 Championship that will be taking place from 5th to 22nd November later this year, and hopefully we can make it to the Olympic Games as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box concerning the Black Meteors victory. A lot of you were happy by that victory, excited by it. You can watch the highlight here if you haven't watched it. It's on the channel, and I think the Black Meteors really need a lot of work to be done. There were so many behind the scenes issues they had to sort out, but I'm happy they did not allow that to come in between them and getting the job done. Kudos to them, kudos to the Black Meteors. We hope they do well when they go into the Afcon 2019, which is the Under-23 Afcon. Your thoughts are welcome in the comments box on this. I'll move on to my next story. It has to do with Kumasi, ASANTE, Kotoko. Yeah, Kumasi, ASANTE, Kotoko, we all know, are preparing in earnest to face Etoile du Sahel this Sunday in the CAF Champions League. Now, in the first round of preliminary rounds of games in the CAF Champions League, they were able to beat Kano Pillars on aggregate and progress to this second stage where they could make it to the group stages. They will have to get past Etoile du Sahel, which will not be a mean task at all, I have to say. Kumasi, ASANTE, Kotoko have it all to do against Etoile du Sahel, but this is not about that game with Etoile du Sahel. Kumasi, ASANTE, Kotoko will have to look for a new home should they prove on from this Etoile du Sahel clash. Yes, the National Sports Authority had scheduled a maintenance work at the YARA Sports Stadium, and unfortunately it was delayed because of Kumasi, ASANTE, Kotoko's exploits in Africa. Now, we all know what happened on Sunday in the President's Cup with the stadium getting so soggy and all that. Many are attributing this to poor maintenance work, and the National Sports Authority, after getting some stick for not keeping the place or maintaining the place well, have decided that they will proceed with their scheduled maintenance program, even should Kotoko need it for their Africa Games after this one. And it's quite unfortunate, but Kumasi, ASANTE, Kotoko will need to find a new home. Yes, that's simple as that. ASANTE, Kotoko will have to seek a new home for their games should they make it past Etoile du Sahel in the group phase of the CAF Champions League. This is because the National Sports Authority have confirmed plans advanced to close down the YARA Sports Stadium. This is in line with holistic renovation exercise of the facility. Now, the renovation works forms part of the grand scheme to improve the standards of the various stadia in the country ahead of the 2023 All-Africa Games, which this country has won the bid to host. Now, the Porcupine Warriors are set to take on their Tunisia counterparts on Sunday, September 15th at home in a game that is expected to attract a massive crowd. In an interview with City Sports, Director of the National Sports Authority, Patrick Chumesi, admitted that Kotoko's Africa campaign has caused plans to stall in the interim, but once the upcoming game is cleared, process are expected to speed up. This is what he said. There is a bigger plan for our renovation works in our stadia. Procurement processes are being taken care of, and once that is done, the contractor will be at site. One other thing is also delaying the project is Kotoko's CAF Champions League campaign. They may be able to play some of their matches there, but once the procurement processes are almost ready, we will relocate their matches to Accra or some other stadium, he stated. So Kumasi, ASANTE, Kotoko probably will be playing the group stages of the CAF Champions League in Accra should they make it past Etoile du Sahel. Would you like to see Kumasi, ASANTE, Kotoko play in Accra? Would you be happy with that? If you're a Kotoko fan, where do you think Kumasi, ASANTE, Kotoko should be playing their home games? There is a Cape Coast Sports Stadium as well. Would that be better for them? Your thoughts are welcome in the comments box. I move on to my final story, and it has to do with Ashanti Gold, who are also preparing to face RS Berkane of Morocco in the CAF Confederations Cup. Now their coach is wary of this RS Berkane side and will make sure complacency doesn't set in. Okanagwe FC was their last opponent and they beat them 4-1 on aggregate. Hat-trick hero Shafiu Mumuni in the second leg at the Langley Sports Stadium was the one who got the job done, and hopefully he can do the same as well. Their coach here, RICARDO, believes that his outfits are equipped to squarely face Moroccan side RS Berkane in the first round of the CAF Confederations Cup. Now the Ghanaians are set to lock horns with the North Africans in a double header in September, having accounted for Kanangwe FC in the preliminary round. Now Berkane, who finished second in the championship last season, that's the Confederations Cup, will visit Ghana for the first leg on Saturday and host the return fixture after 2 weeks. We are aware of the threat posed by Berkane and what they managed to achieve last season, reaching the final of the competition on their debut. That's what RICARDO ROCHA said. I know how dangerous they are at home and how good they can be on their travels on their day. And my boys are very well prepared and ready for such a big game because we always train for such a big occasion. I have a lot of tactically disciplined and technically gifted players, which makes me feel good about the match. I believe that my boys will face them squarely on the day. The Miners, Ghana's special competition knockout champions, are back in continental action for the first time since 2016. So Ashgold are ready for RS Berkane. Kumasi ASANTE Kotoko have to look for a new home. They are ready, however, for Etoile du Sahel. How do you think it will end this weekend? I've been talking about the Black Meteors, who have progressed to the Under-23 Afcon Championship that will be taking place in Egypt from November 5th to 22nd. Kudos to the Black Meteors. Kumasi ASANTE Kotoko need to find a new home ground should they get past Etoile du Sahel. That's according to the National Sports Authority. This is in line with renovation works that they will be doing in preparation for the 2023 All-Africa Games, which Ghana will be hosting. And finally, Ashanti Gold coach is wary of RS Berkane, who made it all the way to the final in the Confederations Cup last season on their debut. How do you think it will end for the Miners? Your thoughts are welcome in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.
What shall we render unto your name? We have nothing to ask now, God. All we want to say is thank you so much, Jesus. Thank you so much, Jesus. Bible said, I wonder how many tools so that you want and power stress we are Yami. And power stress we are Kenyan. And power stress we are Kukomoti. And power stress we are Ada. And power stress we are Wa. Amen. Obiama no anything but to do. Yes, you never see me pray. Yes.